If your compost has been quietly breaking things down at its own slow pace, you're sitting on a missed opportunity that could transform your entire garden. There's a natural booster hiding in plain sight, capable of tripling your compost speed and pushing your soil fertility to levels most gardeners never experience. That secret is alfalfa, the nutrient-dense legume that turns an ordinary compost pile into a heat-pumping, microbe-energized powerhouse. And once you understand the difference between alfalfa hay and alfalfa pellets, you'll know exactly how to unlock the fastest, richest compost your garden has ever seen. The reason alfalfa outperforms almost every green material in a compost pile comes down to its biology. This is a plant with roots that dive 10 to 15 feet deep, pulling up minerals and nutrients that typical plants never reach. When those roots, leaves, and stems are harvested, dried, or pelletized, all that nutrition becomes concentrated fuel for compost microbes. These microbes are the real workers. They're the ones that heat up a pile, tear apart tough plant fibers, and convert kitchen scraps into dark, fragrant humus. But what accelerates this process is nitrogen. Alfalfa carries between 2.5% and 4% nitrogen, and in composting terms, that is pure rocket fuel. As soon as microbes get hold of it, the pile starts heating, moisture levels balance, material breaks down faster, and stubborn woody debris no longer slows progress. Another gift packed into alfalfa is triacontanol, a natural compound that boosts plant growth, root strength, and photosynthesis. Unlike synthetic fertilizers that give a quick jolt before fading, triacontanol supports long-term plant vigor and resilience. When this compound finds its way into your compost or soil, the improvement in plant health is both measurable and lasting. Alfalfa hay is simply the whole plant dried, stems, leaves, and the occasional flower. And this is where one of its biggest strengths lies. Those stems create a natural scaffolding inside your compost pile, helping air move freely from top to bottom. Without this airflow, a compost pile turns cold, slimy, and anaerobic, suffocating the microbes that actually do the work. The structure hay provides keeps the pile breathing, warm, and active. The only slight downside with hay is the occasional presence of weed seeds. If your compost pile consistently reaches temperatures between 140 and 160 degrees Fahrenheit, those seeds die off without issue. But even if your pile runs cooler, the benefits of hay usually outweigh the inconvenience of pulling a few stray weeds. For a standard 3x3 foot compost system, treating hay as a green material works beautifully. Mixing 1 part hay with 3 parts browns, such as dried leaves, shredded paper, or cardboard, keeps the moisture and airflow right where it needs to be. About half a bale, scattered in layers rather than dumped in one spot, will supercharge the internal temperature almost immediately. Alfalfa pellets offer the same nutrient power as hay, but in a cleaner and more concentrated form. Commercial processing removes the fibrous stems and compresses the nutrient-rich leaves into small, uniform pellets. The moment these pellets get wet, they break down rapidly, releasing nitrogen fast and evenly. This means quicker microbial activity, faster heating, and a sharper boost in decomposition. Pellets also win on convenience. A 50-pound bag can hold the nutritional equivalent of several bulky bales, making them perfect for gardeners who want powerful inputs without taking up precious storage space. For larger composting systems, about 5 pounds of pellets per cubic yard delivers a serious microbial jumpstart without overwhelming the balance of the pile. Alfalfa isn't limited to compost piles. Both hay and pellets bring powerful benefits when added straight to garden beds. Hay makes an exceptional mulch when spread 2 to 3 inches thick around established plants. It slowly breaks down, feeding soil organisms, trapping moisture, and reducing weed pressure. Leaving a 4-inch gap around plant stems helps prevent fungal buildup and keeps airflow healthy. Pellets really shine when they're transformed into a liquid fertilizer that gardeners often call alfalfa tea. This tea delivers nutrients fast, and it revitalizes tired soil with ease. The proper formula for a strong, balanced brew is 1 cup of pellets steeped in 5 gallons of water for about 24 hours. You'll want to stir it occasionally to help the nutrients release. Once it's ready, just apply about 1 gallon to large plants, or use 2 cups of tea per square foot for smaller crops and flowers. The results are pretty immediate, often seen in deeper leaf color, faster growth, and stronger root activity. One of the biggest advantages of alfalfa isn't really what it does in just a few days. It's what it does over a few seasons. Regular use, whether through compost, tea, or mulch, really boosts the biological life of your soil. Beneficial bacteria and fungi multiply, soil structure improves, and water retention increases naturally. Hard compacted beds start to loosen, roots can travel more freely, and plants gain access to nutrients that were previously kind of locked away. Strong microbial communities also help suppress disease and support the beneficial insects that naturally regulate pest populations. Over 2 or 3 seasons, you'll begin to notice that your garden just requires fewer interventions. Plants become more resilient, soil becomes richer, and harvests become noticeably more abundant. Deciding between hay and pellets comes down to your space, your workflow, and your composting style. Gardeners with large composting areas or backyard garden beds often prefer hay because it delivers structure, long-term decomposition, and slow-release nutrients. Smaller space gardeners, or those looking for fast concentrated nitrogen, tend to favor pellets because of their efficiency and convenience. But the truth is, the best results often come from combining both. Hay establishes airflow and structure in your pile, while pellets offer that instant nitrogen burst when decomposition begins to slow. This hybrid method creates an environment where microbes thrive for months, not just days, and the resulting compost is richer and more balanced. Adding alfalfa to your compost or garden beds isn't just a clever trick, it's a game-changing habit that compounds in value every season. Start with 1 bed, 1 compost pile, or 1 batch of tea, and watch how quickly the soil responds. Then expand it across your garden and see the transformation unfold: looser soil, stronger plants, deeper green leaves, and harvests that tell the story better than words ever could. Alfalfa, whether hay or pellets, is one of the most affordable, powerful, and natural soil-building tools available, and its benefits continue long after you stop applying it. If you want garden beds that grow healthier, faster, and with less effort, this is your moment to start. And as always, if you found this guide helpful, make sure you subscribe to Crop Corner and share this with a fellow gardener. Let's grow stronger soil, healthier plants, and bigger harvests together, one alfalfa-powered pile at a time.